Hello, my name is Joran and welcome to the episode 2 of our Sharran expedition playthrough. Alright, so we're continuing off where we left last time, basically about to ambush the group of these adventurers here. So usually how I like to do this is I like to ambush them by attacking them with a character with high initiative, so our ranger will be useful for that. Now we need to activate the lever so we open the door. Now they should be looking at where one of their friends fell through the roof. Alright, so normally you would want to attack the barrel first, but I found that sometimes that doesn't actually ambush them. So what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna attack this barbarian here, which should cause them to become surprised. Now we did miss unfortunately, but that's fine. We're gonna move our ranger to the side, and then we're gonna use our cleric to light up their or her crossbow, and then we're gonna shoot the barrel. This way we're gonna blow up the barrel while also having them surprised. Now normally without any health mods you would probably kill either both of these or very wound the other one, since they have I think around 19 HP normally, but in this case they do not. Now for the rest of them, we will be attacking one by one, but not with everybody, especially not with the two melee characters, because we can be just jumping them in. I would like to take out the barbarian first, hopefully within the first turn, because we don't actually want him to rage. Because then he essentially gets his HP doubled, because he takes 50% reduced damage from weapon attacks. All right. So now we have everybody in combat, and we can actually attack with him still. We managed to get him on top of the battle initiative, so he gets to act within the first few in the order. We'll be using action surge because we do, like I said, want to take out this guy. Unfortunately, we missed, but that's fine. Now they will get to act before our cleric and Shadowheart. Let's move her in so she doesn't block the entrance anymore. We will be using gaping wounds on him. Hopefully he fails the saving throw, or well, we unfortunately miss. It's fine though. We should have plenty of actions left to actually take him out, because once he's down, the rest of these guys aren't too much of a big deal, because he's their main tank, right? He's the one who's gonna tank the most damage out of all of them.
These boots have seen everything.
But if we don't allow him to rage, that's not gonna be too much of a big deal.
Survival is all that matters.
Oh damn.
Where do I go from here?
I might use magic missile on him to take him out. It deals minimum 6, but it might just kill him. Yeah, there we go. Nice. This is why magic missile is so nice in the early game, because you can sometimes take out characters like that, while as normally you end up missing them a bunch of times. Unfortunately, yeah, he's gonna throw a firebomb at us. The firebomb in the early game is quite dangerous just because we have such low HP. Let's use bless. We're gonna bless our martial characters so that they have higher chances of hitting. We're gonna try to take her out. I think she has the lowest HP out of all of these guys. We will be using the second wind. I mean, 5 HP is 5 HP, right? Hopefully she doesn't run away too far and we don't get blown up by the ice knife. We're gonna use that, yeah. We don't want to give them free advantage on us. Yeah, that's... Okay, thankfully it only did 10 piercing damage. It didn't actually deal the cold damage explosion as well. We saved against that, thankfully. Oh, we really want to try and take her out. It's all about, especially on honor mode, it's all about focusing a single target down instead of trying to spread out your damage. But especially so on this fight, it's very important. I want to take out the wizard again,
So much for peace.
because she's quite dangerous. Guess we'll use the
Tim,
bone chiller. We can't really do anything else yet
light on my feet.
with our Sharran Fidelian. Now, yeah, the game before, we're gonna drink a portion of healing here and shoot. We're not gonna move because we don't want to slip. Game before, like level 5, is, I best I could describe it as clumsy because it's so easy to miss
Focus.
a lot of your attacks. Okay, we can magic missile the next turn if we need to. We're gonna hit this time. I think we can afford getting hit that time. Oh, okay. Yeah. So here, yeah. So it doesn't show the piercing damage that we took, but we failed the saving throw. We took 8 cold damage, and then the ensnaring strike actually hit us. We took the bludgeoning damage, but we took out a wizard,
Nothing will stand in my way.
and we wanna get this guy.
Find a way
Where he gets disadvantage on his attacks if he tries to attack anybody else. We will be picking up our Confidelian with the cleric. We're gonna throw a health potion on her. Because I think that's a lot better than using your action and essentially wasting it.
Maybe I should. No.
So then you have 2 characters without their actions.
Got to concentrate.
This way, she gets healed and gets up. And then she can drink a potion on her own. Now let's start to see if we can take this guy out. Fortunately not. But this fight is kind of annoying as well because these guys have 3 or 4 range characters and they like to run around. Although we have range characters as well. Damn, critical miss.
If this is worth the cost.
Right, I can't cast a spell, but I will be drinking a potion. Magic pockets are so, well, so strong, right? Because you can just drink elixirs and potions out of each other's inventories. Which is kind of really powerful. We hit here. Nope.
What's the plan?
Let's go greedy and just use our offhand. Perfect, it worked out. We're gonna use our dash so we can get next to her. This way she gets disadvantage on her range attacks. And she will probably try to shove us away or just shoot. And there you go. She's gonna try to run away from us. Which is probably the worst thing she could do. Yeah, we could actually expect to get a flourish on her and then lacerate. She's saved, unfortunately, but it's fine.
Time to push my luck again.
I also having a lot of strength and then jumping into characters actually gives you a lot more movement speed or distance you can move than just by moving without jumping. Especially if you have a character who can afford it and doesn't need his bonus action to act.
Tim.
Wow,
No
what
choice
damage!
but to
Well,
keep going.
yeah, let's use our cleric to heal. Now it doesn't really matter because we don't have any of the heal boosting items. But later on, basically when we reach the grove and we talk to Walla, and then I think in the Underdark we're getting some nice items that will actually boost characters when we heal them with our cleric. Like we'll give them bless and blade ward, which are 2 pretty good effects. We really do be missing, huh? 3 level 5 gameplay in a nutshell.
Nothing important is ever easy.
But what can you do?
My faith will protect
You
me.
just gotta start. You just gotta attack and hope for the best. We're gonna actually just drink a potion of healing. We will not be using a short rest. We're gonna use a short rest after we deal with the skeletons. Just if these guys have any weapon coatings, because we do actually want those. We're gonna give those to our ranger rogue. And the spell, we can just put it in the camp.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
And there is Taman. It fell through the hole. Do we need any shields? I don't think we need any more shields. Yeah, we don't. Wish we could use a shield with our wizard, but we're not really proficient with shields. That's the great thing about human wizards is they can get 2 free armor class. Right off the bat, you just give them a shield and then boom, there you go. The shield, I think, well, it doesn't really interfere with mage armor, so mage armor just requires you not to wear armor. I think at this perception skill check is impossible to fail because if you look, it's a difficulty class 1. So even if you roll a natural 1, you would still succeed. Well, one gold piece, you would still succeed. If get a natural 1, which is pretty funny and interesting. I think this is the only skill check in the game that works like that, compared to a buried cache in close to the blighted village that requires, I believe, a natural 20 to find. Now, I think we got unlucky this time because these chests usually... Oh, never mind, there we go. They contain protection from evil and good, which is pretty good. You can just use it here, especially because, well, there's a bunch of undead here, right? We might just do that so that they have disadvantage on some of our characters. Alright, so how I usually like to approach this is I just open the sarcophagus, I activate the trap, and then I push the button to disable it. And there we go. We don't need to now disarm the sarcophagus, which is pretty nice. Just a nice bypass. Oh, nice, a mall, but unfortunately we don't use those now. Actually, considering we're gonna be fighting a bunch of skeletons, we're gonna actually pick up that mall with our
Shouldn't have wished to
Or
live
just
in
this
more
here, Crusader.
interesting times.
I should have given it to her.
Still breathing, despite everything.
No, actually to... Is their order messed up?
Is that blood?
Or am I?
No.
Oh yeah, I just messed
How
up.
much further can I go? Let's have a look.
A shield and longsword, we don't really need it. You can take soul coins and sell them, but I'm just gonna send it to camp because I never really need them in my playthroughs anymore because usually I just kill Karlach because I kind of want that infernal robe, you know. I don't really care for
I'll give it a shot.
to use these infernal coins on her. Now we could loot them and get their weapons, but
No sign.
it doesn't really matter on these robe ones because they just use spells anyway. But we're gonna lockpick this to get the stuff from there.
No one stopped me yet.
And it's just stuff we don't actually want. But mainly I'm looking for gold special arrows or spell scrolls. Do I actually... No, I do know. Fish family good. Let's cast this on our... I was gonna cast it on a cleric, but actually let's cast this on the ranger. So that they make enemies have disadvantage against them. Now this spell scroll, we're gonna put it there. It's gonna be quite useful to use. Especially since we... Oh, actually the key. Let's take the key. Since actually we won't need to equip the spell itself. Oh, ruby ring. I mean, yeah, those would be nice if I was actually... If I needed to pick up stuff for gold. But I don't really need to do that in this. Right, this book.
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive log.
Here you can get the free Gale inspiration. So let's see, we get a +5 from Arcana and we get a +3 from Wizard. We're gonna use the Arcana one. We can also get guidance on ourselves, so we have a 6 to 9. Nice. Damn, we failed. Oh, I think we don't have any inspiration points, so we just gotta continue.
The tome does not take
We
kindly
could also
to your
just try to
temper.
smash it.
A feeling
which
like pins and needles
might work out.
lingers under your skin,
Nope. Oh well.
pricking and prodding.
The book doesn't do anything special. It just shows you, I
The
think, that
impact reverberates through
the dead 3 have been crossed out of the Book of Dead Gods, because basically saying like,
So that's
oh, they're not
progress.
actually dead anymore. So,
No time to rest. No
oh
time
yeah,
to
interesting
rest.
little thing. So if you pick up this Morning Star, and then if you pick up a Morning Star from Bugbear, they're actually 2 different Morning Star, even though they're basically the same look-wise, but they're actually different. They're the same stat-wise, but different look-wise. Let's give guidance to ourselves and lockpick this. I still like lockpicking stuff, and though sometimes I just don't pick up stuff from the box, but still gold is still gold, even though we don't really need it, but full goblin mentality. But yeah, so if we equip this, it looks like a normal one, right? We can do that later with the Bugbear one, and it's It's gonna look different. The bugbear one is a lot more spiky than this one. Okay, we're gonna leave our party here. So they're relatively close to a bunch of these caster skeletons. We will be taking his weapon though, so that he doesn't have a weapon. He's gonna then prefer, I think, to just throw rocks instead of actually attacking with his weapon. Because the throw rock is gonna deal more damage than him punching us. Alright, so now we have a cleric, so we're just gonna give ourselves guidance. It's gonna be useful. It's, I think, like either 5% or 30% extra hit chance, which is pretty good. Yeah, we can use the arrow of acid actually on him. Hopefully we just deal a lot more damage on him. Yeah, there we go. I'm almost slightly under half HP.
Need to stay focused. On the move.
Wish I had wooden swords on her right now, because she would be just obliterating these skeletons with the wooden swords.
I won't give in. One
Let's
day
be
I'll
here.
catch a break.
We could use magic missile on him to kill him. Actually, I just didn't really go to a good spot. Well,
Wonder if this is
it's
worth
fine.
the cost.
Let me just sort these.
You picked the wrong friend.
Yeah, there were 26. Nearly one tapping him.
Don't waste a step.
See, they're probably just gonna cast a bunch of fog clouds on us, which is the one thing that we're actually not immune to being blinded by, because, well, Devil's Sight doesn't work with fog. But if we were actually to get a proper immunity to blindness, then it would work, but that's fine. When we get darkness spell anyway, and if we start fighting with it, the game is gonna be quite easy, so I might not just use it all too much, but we'll see. Actually, we have a cleric. We gotta heal Fidel in here because he's kind of low HP from that rock. Wait, that rock dealt like what, 6 bludgeoning damage? Yeah, look at that. It's oh no, wait, that's 7 bludgeoning damage. 1d4 plus 3. So he basically has a throwing dagger that's dealing bludgeoning damage to us.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Let's take this guy out, and we're gonna miss. Yeah, but
Have to keep
it's kind of the MO of the level 5 battles. It just misses everywhere.
All that matters.
Let's actually climb up here. Let's get away from this guy. So he hopefully goes and attacks somebody else. Plus, these dudes are easier to hit with bone chill, or generally with everything. So good thing is they're not resilient or immune to necrotic damage. Otherwise, we would have to just probably use our shocking grasp or some other spell. Silence. I mean, silence aura is really good if you're trying to kill some characters quietly. But if you can't keep them inside of the aura, it's kind of a meh spell, in the game at least. I'm not sure how it is in tabletop. In tabletop, it's probably a lot more useful because I'm assuming you're able to keep characters inside of it a lot easier.
With haste.
Although I could be very wrong there, right? There we go.
Come on.
Just over the HP he had. Hit 3, we dealt 4. Not sure, unfortunately we don't have any spells for our ranger, but
Ready.
well. Sharran is kind of far away from everyone. Let's actually get her. Keep this guy busy. Can we hit him with the crossbow? Kinda. Alright, wow, we actually dealt the maximum damage. Almost maximum.
Can't even catch my breath. Tim.
No, I'm gonna miss. He's probably the most tanky character in this area.
Despite everything.
With his, what, 16 armor class? 50 armor class. Alright.
These boots have seen everything.
Alright, as he triggered a opportunity attack on himself. Oh no, he actually hit us. We're not gonna. We need we're gonna need our spell slot for the fight in front of the grove. Hopefully the Gree doesn't. Well, it won't, because these two last skeletons won't be able to kill us.
Should get started.
Unless we get incredibly unlucky and we just miss absolutely every single
Let's
attack,
go.
which so far is not
Can't
happening.
slow down. I'm ready.
But yeah, having able to get a bunch of blunt weapons for this fight is actually quite powerful because, well, you just deal double damage to all of these guys.
Only way out is through.
Gonna jump because so we could if we just run we reach up to what here, but if we jump we pretty much almost reach there, and then we still have more than we have what 75% of our movement, which is pretty nice. I don't think we can actually hit him. Oh, we can. There we go. Yeah, like I said, he's just throwing stones because it's better than him just trying to punch us.
Sometimes the only way out is through. Another step forward.
Now we just gotta stack up and try to shoot him to death because he has quite a lot of HP.
To me. Never a dull moment.
Which, if you're lucky, won't take abysmally long. Did you jump over there? We don't need that bonus action. I'm gonna actually try to get him. Actually, wait. Passive smash doesn't do anything, to him, right? Yeah, dexterity bonus. He doesn't have a dexterity bonus from armor class.
Can't slow down.
Damn.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
There we go.
Surrender their valuables.
We'll actually use our dress now.
Moving ahead.
Let's go talk to Withers. But first, let's open his chest. Now, this is really nice if you're a new player and you want to talk to the dead. This is a really nice one because this gets you one talk to the dead before a long rest. My suggestion would be if you have Disguise Self, use this because sometimes when you try to talk to people you killed, the game will just be like,
To rest
nope,
soon.
this character doesn't want to talk to his killer or whatever, so it's unfortunate.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me, right as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now,
He's talking as if he realizes I've been actually talking to him quite a lot of times.
what
Since
is
I played
the
this game so much.
worth of a single mortal's life?
Oh, we actually don't have anything interesting as a drow. Actually, never mind. We're not answering the question yet.
Curious, wilt thou answer?
Yes, I will ask.
So
I'll answer.
I ask again.
Oh, we do have.
What is the worth of a single mortal?
Oh, he probably won't like this.
What an
Yeah.
imbalance.
He's all about the
Very
balance,
well.
dude. But he's satisfied, so.
We will
Now, funny enough, you have to be level 3 to be able to respec characters and talk to him. So basically, you have to get to the Druid's Grove, because after that fight, you then generally reach level 3, and before that you can't actually talk. I mean, you can talk to him, but he's gonna tell you to come back later and leave him alone. So, because I think right now, if we went to our camp, he would show up there immediately. So we're just gonna go over here and deal with the Grove. And I think we are gonna be fighting the fight in front of the Grove, and that's gonna be it for the episode. Now, I will either in the next episode or maybe even this one, we'll see, but probably not, just show how I do the merchant stockpile. I do have a video on it. It's still, the video is still kinda relevant. You can't kill the characters to get their inventory anymore, but you can pickpocket it from them. So there's that, and especially if you have the Gloves of Thievery and if you have the Thieves' Ring, which the gloves give you advantage on dexterity checks or like sleight of hand checks, and the ring gives you +2 to sleight of hand at the cost of, I believe, -1 charisma, which is fine, right? Because if your thief isn't really talking, then you don't care about that negative charisma. Gotta get all the way back to where we were, pretty much. We do get a nice glove in this area as well. One of the goblin boss or raid boss actually has pretty nice gloves. Basically the gloves apply baneful, so you can get baneful gloves really early. That even more so showcases kind of that you don't really need the bane spell because of the fact that you get the gloves so early.
Open the bloody gate! Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders!
Where's that dude in his nightgown? I
The
mean,
pack of goblins
he's a
will be on
refugee,
us
so he
any
probably
second.
Had to run.
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gates, Evlor, now!
You let goblins here? Where is the druid?
He ratted out.
By the
No,
nine
he turned into a
hells!
rat. No, he's gonna turn into a rat after rescuing.
Form a line!
Damnable rogue and suffer its sting.
Don't you know, Will, if you were a Hexblade, you'd be way stronger right now. What the heck, dude?
Got
Can I
to
push
press
this
on.
goblin down the hill? Nah, not the way we want to push him. Over there. Nope. Okay.
Still breathing,
We need
despite
to move
everything.
her, but it's fine. Okay, let's just attack him. Let's move down there. Yeah, this guy has the baneful gloves.
Well, so much for peace. Have to keep
All right.
going.
Maybe actually I should have used the arrow of fire down there. Just put it here. Okay, expand this.
Never a dull moment.
A cleric, we will be actually using bless again, because this is a pretty nice fight and we want to have our characters have a higher chance of hitting.
Scout! Get to the high ground! Raiders! Shine the bastards! For the absolute!
Actually, I think I'll save the leveling up for the next episode because I can show you there how I also stockpile the merchants while leveling up, which is, I think it's quite important because you can get yourself, this way you can get yourself pretty much immediately a lot of the kill giant strength potions just straight up ready
Tim,
as soon as you enter the grove. Because generally, if you don't do it right now, you have to get back to the Auntie Ethel and buy them before she goes to the tea house, or you can just do it at the tea house. Since you don't necessarily have to actually fight the 3 sheep that are guarding the way towards our house, because they're not actually hostile. They are only hostile if you attack her or if you attack them, so you just delay yourself a little bit from getting them if you actually let her get to her tea house. Oh, now why would you jump away? You had that guy Hunger of Hadar and you jumped away. I forgot to switch out the weapons on this guy. That's fine. Actually, let's just do it like this so I don't forget next time. Because we'll be dropping that maul pretty much after this fight because we don't need it anymore. Damn, here we actually missed. We can use Action Surge and try to get this guy. Because we're gonna be pretty much taking a short rest after this. After we deal with the merchant and everything. We can also go kill the bugbear actually. Maybe make this a little bit of a longer episode slightly. Because the bugbear is... Okay, yeah, this is the one thing that's kinda making us stronger than normal. Which kind of sucks because these boots are make you slip resistant, which is... Oh well. I mean, this is not really anything that's gonna make or break the fight. It's just annoying, right? Because he spills grease everywhere. That's about it. Wow. Well, there you go. We just missed a bunch of times. Damn. Let's go stand next to this booyah.
nothing important is ever easy.
I kind of want to get rid of the grease, but it's not really too much of a big deal. Yeah, let's just kill him because this guy can just jump on top of some other target. Use the piercing shot on the boo. Actually, we're gonna save the piercing shot hopefully for the warg or the bugbear or the goblin boss because they have quite a lot of HP and piercing shot will be quite helpful because getting that 2 extra damage on them is quite nice. Bart.
Tim,
We will jump down because we need to get slightly closer to them because they're all just grouping up close to the portcullis, to the gates. Bro literally took a big stick and just decided to go mess with the goblins, like, bro. Damn, Bill. Probably should have just used a Hex and then tried to shank the dude. Or Eldritch Blast him. Yeah, he's gonna. I think he's probably gonna miss, and even if he doesn't deal a whole lot of damage. Okay, never mind. I take that back. He dealt quite a lot of damage to us. Holy moly! 1d8 minus. He rolled the maximum there, and then half on the Fury of the Small. Yeah, I kind of forgot about the Fury of the Small. It's pretty good. It's basically they have a weaker version of the Ranger Hunter's thingy where he deals 1d8 damage against wounded targets. Except they deal 1d8 against what, once per combat? Yeah, once per combat. Can we? I mean, we could if we roll really high. I'll just use both our attacks.
Heading.
Could one shot him if we roll high,
Blood comes easy these days.
but we probably won't. So.
What now?
One thing I noticed is we don't really have any magical light crossbows. Like, you can get a magical crossbow +1 or the Sharran crossbow, which is literally just a light crossbow +1, but we don't really have any special ones, which is kind of a shame. It would be really nice for a Sharran character to get a light crossbow +1. Since the game kind of not incentivizes, but it kind of tells you, oh yeah, they use light crossbows, even though every single other Sharran enemy uses a heavy crossbow. But there's that one light crossbow that is called the Sharran crossbow. For some reason. And the Reckless Warcry is nice, but also kind of like it decreases your armor class for 3 strength. It makes sense on a lot of these characters. I think the Bugbear, yeah, he has 15 strength, so with the Reckless Warcry it's 18. So actually, it's quite nice for him. What about the boss? It doesn't really matter for him, bro. Has 14 dexterity and 15 strength. It's either or, and he's using us as a skimitar, so it doesn't really matter for him. Very nice. Oh yeah, I've been giving the codings to the wrong character. You guys supposed to get to this girl. Now that's kind of the thing. Before I get used to what your characters are called, you're just gonna be giving stuff to the wrong ones. I could just shoot him. Actually, we'll let our range characters deal with him. Let's use Piercing Strike on the Warg. And he saves, unfortunately.
Time to push my luck again.
Alright. Let's add on normal range.
I won't give in.
It's fine. Hopefully we don't break concentration because of it. Never mind, we do break concentration. Of course, game would do that. That's what I get for jumping and taking 1 damage. Because then I gotta roll a d10 and a d20 and get a 10 to succeed. Since I don't have advantage. Okay. Any of these, they're not low HP, so we can just use the Bone Chill to try and get them to have low HP. Because using Magic Missile now is kind of not worth it, because it can't really kill anything. They're not low HP enough. Thankfully that buff is going to run out, so Bugbear is going to be pretty bad now. I think with the Warg, the Warg has 16 strength. Yeah, Warg is pretty good. Kind of wish we were able to play as a Goblin or somebody who can summon a Warg companion, because Wargs are pretty cool. Yeah, normally when I didn't have a NPCs have 300 or 400 extra HP, usually I would try and let the Goblin gang try and kill one of the Aradin's crew, because then, well, you know, it was extra stuff for me to sell before I actually needed to sell stuff. But now it doesn't really matter, since you don't get any XP for them dying and stuff like that. So,
Can't even catch my breath.
and I usually let them leave the grove anyway, because I want Aradin to punch Zevlor, so that then I can how do you call it? Pickpocket his gloves, because Zevlor has really nice gloves, which are the ones that you actually want for our cleric. Damn, 1 HP. Okay, we're gonna leave him. We're gonna be shooting the Bugbear. Maybe if we can get the Bugbear to... Actually, we can't get him to low HP enough, but... we're gonna use magic missile on the warg and then the one missile on the warg and everything else on the bugbear. Maybe it's a Krug. Nah, the bugbear. Want to focus them down. Bugbears are quite strong. Wish you could play as bugbear because you get the brute one, 1d8 extra weapon damage with the melee weapon, and then if you go as a ranger hunter, and then if you get the ranger hunter one, you deal 2d8 extra damage in melee against a wounded creature, which is pretty good. All right, let's use this one on him and then the rest on the bugbear, just so we don't end up missing the warg like 3 bajillion times. Quite nice to see that the AI is actually using the trick where they throw health potions at each other. I'm gonna try to get him to get knocked prone. Alright, nice. So we'll now have advantage.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Could try. No, I can't reach him. Right, let's use the piercing shot. Actually, let's just save the piercing shot for the goblin boss.
Time to push my luck again.
Okay, so we have 60% of chance of hitting, and then he has 55. Okay, we just gotta use crossbow now. Yeah, he's baying them with the gloves. Damn, they're almost gonna kill Bart over here. Almost. Nice, maximum damage. Damn, it's like somebody spilled a whole lot of tomato juice on the floor, like holy moly. It's red everywhere. Let's see if we can get his armor class. Because he has 2, yeah, he has 2 armor class from his dexterity, so... Oh, nice, so now he has what? 14? Wait. Oh yeah, reduced to 0, so he has 14 instead of 16. That's really strong against like thief type characters who have really high dexterity and they have light armor. Because then you just make them pretty much no armor. I mean, we could do this since I was saving him for him, but I wouldn't really need it now. I will miss it anyway. Well, 60%. Oh, 84%. Well, might as well do that. Hopefully we don't miss. Or, well, we didn't. Well, I asked too little. I was hoping we don't deal 1 damage as well, but...
That was the
Alright. Now, yeah, with the mod that I have where I can create custom companions, they don't level up at the same time as you do. But when you level up your origin characters and your tab, they actually then also level up with you. So, thankfully, that's the case. Otherwise, it would not be really worth to run a mod like this. But it's really nice because when you run this mod, you don't have to do the trick where you start the game 4 times and then you have 4 instances of the game running just so you can get 3 additional tabs, which is it gets quite annoying to do if you do it a lot. So this mod is very handy for that. And on top of it, you can duplicate characters, so you can copy a NPC and basically have them as a companion. Right, so now, I was mentioning before, Morningstar we found, Bugbear's Morningstar. It's way bigger. It's kind of weird. We can even see it here. Alright, now the Gloves of Power. A really useful item. That's going to be useful for our... will be useful for our Ranger. Now, yeah, let's use it since we don't have the Dark Justiciar gauntlets yet. We're just going to use it now. We'll be sticking with the armor and the boots, but this is really nice. So what it does is basically gives you sleight of hand +1. So it's helpful for lockpicking and pickpocketing. But also on hit with a weapon, possibly inflict 1d4 penalty to attack rolls and saving throws. Basically inflicting Bane. Now, these gloves, I think we're just going to leave them on a body just so we don't encounter them.
Breathe deep.
Because we don't need them. Alright, now this episode has gone way over the 30-minute mark, so we're gonna be dealing with the Bugbear and with Zevlor Energy in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed. I appreciate if you leave a like and subscribe or comment for more Baldur's Gate 3 content, and I'll see you in the next one.